Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time being here, thank you so much for stopping by and thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to show you how I paired sublimation with hot fix rhinestones. Now I'm going to take you on the journey of designing this in Silhouette Studio, and then I'm gonna take you through cutting it with your Cricut and then pressing it onto your shirt. Now this turned out absolutely beautiful, and I would love if you stick around to see how it was accomplished. Now let me give you a close-up view of how this turned out. Now this looks absolutely beautiful. Now if you are interested in this, remember to hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. Now let's get started in Silhouette Studio. Okay guys, we are in Silhouette Studio's business edition. Now in order to access the rhinestone template, you will need the designer edition or the business edition. Now, this is the image that I will be using today to do this project. Today we will be sublimating this image and also making a rhinestone design. So it's a sublimation and rhinestone design. I got this image of Creative Fabrica. I'm gonna leave the link to this image if you are interested in it. Now, this is a PNG image. It means if I go ahead and I just apply my rhinestones to this, I'm gonna show you what will happen. So there are a few steps that we will have to take in order to make this image. So what we're going to do, we are going to first print this image out, and then we are going to apply rhinestones to this image. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what this would look like if I just go ahead and apply the rhinestones to it. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to open my rhinestone panels, my rhinestone panel. Your rhinestone panel can be opened here, or you could go to the top where it says panel and you're going to search for rhinestones and it will open there. If I click on edge, I'm going to show you what happens. This is what's going to happen if you go ahead and apply rhinestones. You'll see that this would not work at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back and I'm going to click my rhinestone and I'm going to click on none just to get it off. The first thing I'm going to do, I am going to go ahead and I am going to size it to the image, to the size that I want. So for this project, I'm using a large or an extra large shirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it about 11.5 inches wide. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this, and because I want to keep its proportion, I'm going to keep my proportion lock closed, and I'm going to go up here where it says width and I'm going to change it to 11.5 and I'm going to press enter. Now this would be enough for me to put it on a large shirt. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to press Control D and I'm going to duplicate this image. So this one will represent my sublimated image, where I will send this one to my sublimation printer for it to be printed out. Now, this section is very important. When you come up with the size that you want it to be, you cannot go ahead and make the sizes different, because when you apply rhinestones, it will not fit on it. So what I'm going to do, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to print out this section. I'm going to print out this section and then I'm going to show you how you could apply your rhinestones here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press Control X to take this one away, and I'm going to open a new window by clicking that, and I'm going to copy and paste it in here. If you notice my size didn't change, did not change. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna press file and I'm gonna go to print. Okay, when I go to print, I'm going to send this to my printer to be printed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that off camera, where I'll print it. So before you print it, you want to size it here on the paper so that it could cut properly. Okay, so after I print it, I'm just gonna go back to the other one that I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna duplicate this again, just in case something happens. So Control D, and I'm gonna put it on the gray area, and I'm gonna press Control D again, and I'm gonna duplicate it 2 times. The reason why I did that is because I do not want to go ahead and do anything to this one. And if something happens, I'll have another one to work with. No, what you're going to do in order to turn this butterfly into a rhinestone template, I am going to go over here where you see this little thing that looks like a butterfly, and I'm going to press it because we'll have to use our trace tool in order to do this. So when you open your trace tool, you're going to see an option that says select trace area. What you're going to do, you're going to click on it. So I'm going to click on it, and you're going to see this little cross or plus sign that comes up. What you're going to do, you're going to highlight all the area of the butterfly that you want to trace. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the area of the butterfly that I want to trace. When I do that, it's going to look like this. Now, you're going to go down to threshold. Now, the higher you put it, I'm going to show you what happens, is the more it's going to become a solid shape. But I do not want it to be just the edge around the butterfly. I want the lines to actually show up. I'm going to take my threshold down so that I could have cut lines in the middle. So the more I take it down, you see that the more lines it will pick up. Take mine down about 9% because I think that would be a good um, amount of rhinestones to make this look beautiful. So I'm gonna take mine down to about 9%, and then I'm going to go down to the bottom that says trace. So I'm gonna go down to where it says trace, and I'm gonna trace it. So when you trace it, you're going to have this. So if I move the butterfly away, you're going to have lines. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to, you could go ahead and fill this in, but because I don't want it to be filled in, because under the butterfly we'll have a beautiful sublimated image. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to select this, and I'm gonna go over here where the rhinestone panel is. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna select all my butterfly, and I'm gonna open my rhinestone panel. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click edge, and this is what you are going to have. You see that you will have this nice edge design around the lines that you've traced. So if I should take this butterfly, right, and I send it to the back, what you're gonna have, let me put some color on this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to put color on it. So let me put red so that it, you see exactly what I'm doing. and I'm gonna go ahead and take the line off. Okay, so when you put the rhinestones on it, this is what you're going to have. And I'm okay with this, okay? If you do not like want so many rhinestones, so in this case, this is telling me, if you look down here where it says total, it's telling me that you're gonna need 914 SS, 10 SS rhinestones, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put this one side because I don't need that anymore. All I need would be this right here. Now what I'm going to do, I will have to release the rhinestones in order for this to turn into a um, compound path. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select everything, okay? And I'm going to go here where it says release rhinestones. Now you will have to release your rhinestones in order to make it a compound path. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just check my rhinestones to see that none is touching each other and everything is fine. So I'm going to release the rhinestones. When you release the rhinestones, I'm going to zoom up. You see that there's a box around each of the rhinestone, and that tells you that those rhinestones have been released. Okay. So it's taking a little while just for you to see. So you see a box all around it. So what I'm gonna do, just click off, and then I'm just gonna go around to check to see if there are any rhinestones on top of each other or if they are touching. Now this one looks a bit close, so I'm just gonna move it a little bit out. Okay, and everything looks okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna delete these because I don't need them anymore, right? And then I am going to group back all this rhinestone and then make it a compound path. So what I'm gonna do is zoom out. I'm going to select all my rhinestones. Since it's only one color, it's easy to do. So I'm selecting all my rhinestones. So I'm ensuring that all those I'm ensuring that that dash line, oh my God, is around the rhinestones. Then I'm gonna go up to object and I'm gonna press group. Now that it is grouped and my computer is slow, I am gonna go to object again, ensure that it is selected, and I'm gonna make it a compound path. When you make it a compound path, the color will go away, right? So what you're gonna do is go ahead and select another color. I'm gonna select green, and then I'm going to take the line off. Now this is ready to be cut out. All you have to do is note the size. Okay, you're gonna note the size of the rhinestones. So this is telling me that this is 11.6 by 8.155. 11.6 by 8.155. You're gonna need that when you bring it into Cricut Design Space. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go up here where it says File, and I'm going to press Save Selection. I'm gonna press Save to Hard Drive, and I'm gonna save this as Butterfly Sub, and I'm gonna save this as an SVG file. Then I'm going to bring it into Cricut Design Space to be cut out. So what I'm gonna do, I am going to cut it out, and then we are going to put it together. Okay guys, so this is the butterfly that we just did in Silhouette Studio. Now what I did was that I went and I uploaded it to Cricut Design Space. Now I'm gonna cut it out. So what I'm gonna do, when you bring it into Cricut Design Space, please ensure that the size is correct. So if you click on this, you could look up here where you see this lock, it tells you the size, and you'll see that my size is perfect. It's okay. It came in just the same way as it was in Silhouette Studio. Now the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit make it, and the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna come like this. I'm going to press continue. You do not need to mirror your image. So because I do sublimation so much, I save my setting. So I'm gonna click on that setting, and then I'm going to cut it out. So after I cut it out, I'll show you how to assemble it. Hey guys, so I went ahead and I printed out the design that we're working with. I used my Epson Ecotang 2803 printer, my Epson Ecotang 2803 printer that I converted to sublimation to print this out. I also went ahead and I cut out the rhinestone designs. Now you're gonna need a 100% polyester shirt. I'm using the one from Make Market. I bought this at Michael's and I'm using it in extra large because they do run small. Also, you're going to need a lint roller. This will help to take off the lints off your shirt, because when you're doing sublimation, you need your shirt to be lint free. You're also going to need rhinestones. So since this design is very vibrant, I am either going to use crystal rhinestones or I'm going to use AB crystals. So this is crystal, this is AB crystals. You're also going to need hot fix rhinestone KTM mask. So this is what you're going to use to take your rhinestones from this template so that you could press it on your shirt. Now the first thing I'm going to do, I am going to brush in my rhinestones. So going to need a brush to brush in your rhinestones and a wax pencil. So let's get started. So the holes that didn't get rhinestones, I'm taking them and putting them using the wax pencil. And then you are going to take the stones that are sitting on top of each other away. What you're gonna do, you're gonna okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your transfer mask and just put it down on it like that. Okay. Part of it did not touch over here, so I have one rhinestone to put in. Gonna take it out. If a stone is left behind, just take it out. Okay. So I have one rhinestone that needs to go there. Okay. Put this on it so that it protects it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lint roll my shirt to get off any lints. Because now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sublimate this image. My heat press is heating up to 400 degrees for the sublimation, and I'm gonna do it for 60 seconds. So what I'm gonna do after a lint roll, I'm going to put my tape my sublimated image down on this and put butcher paper in my shirt. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tear around my design. And I'm using a sublimation paper just because I don't want the lines to be too harsh. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find the midpoint of my shirt. Okay, so I found the middle of my shirt. Now I'm gonna put my design down like this. So the middle of this is around here. It's a butterfly, so it's easy to find. So it's about here. This is the middle of my shirt. So I'm gonna tape it down using heat resistant tape. Now I'm gonna take butcher paper and I'm gonna put it inside the shirt to protect, so that I avoid bleed through. So I'm gonna put it inside the shirt. Okay, then you're gonna take another butcher paper, you're gonna put it over it so that it doesn't mess up your heat press. So I'm going to press this for 400 degrees for 60 seconds. After I press it, I'm going to show you what to do next. I'm gonna put butcher paper over it. And then I'm going to press it for 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Okay guys, so this is why I tell you you have to use butcher paper, because look at that. The print of the image is on the butcher paper. So this would have gone on your heat press and also through your clothes. So I'm going to take this out, okay, and then I'm gonna let this cool down for a little bit. And I'm gonna take it out. Wow. Okay, this is what we have. Look at how vibrant that color is. Even though you still have ink left on the paper. Wow, that's pretty. Okay, look at how pretty that is and vibrant. Now you're going to take your rhinestones, right? Gotta be careful with this. So take this. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this over to my heat press. Okay, so this is what I have. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to press it for 345 degrees for 30 seconds, and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay guys, so I pressed it. Now I'm gonna take it out. Okay guys, oh my god, look at that. Ooh. Oh my god, this is the result guys of what we just did. Look at that beauty. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay guys, so this is the result of what we just did. Oh my god, this is pretty. It would even look better if there were more rhinestones. Oh god, this is good. Okay guys, so if you find any value in this video, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. Until we meet again, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.